прошлой неделе они забрали весь мой улов. Сказали, что он пойдет на благое дело. Иногда им не хватает еды. А, это снова ты.
Рыба. Ты рыбак? Он рыбак. Рыба.
Пойду-ка я в кабак.
Рыба. Ты рыбак? Он рыбак. Рыба.
Итак, я чувствую, как энергия течет, не зная преград.
Рыба.
Именно так. Он был рыбаком, но, на мой взгляд,
Рыба.
он слишком зазнался. Интересно, как ты догадался? Именно так. Хорошо. Неудивительно, что они забирают мою рыбу. Иногда им не хватает еды. А, это снова ты.
Рыба. Ты рыбак? Он рыбак. Рыба.
Пойду-ка.
Эть. Раз.
Ты рыбак? Он рыбак.
Не.
Я чувствую, как
Эть. Всем здорово. Юку.
Рыба.
Прикол.
пойду-ка я в кабак, ты будешь принят.
Так, ну, нормально.
Кажется, это было сотни лет назад. Но этим
Захват
делом
окна.
занимаются маги воды. На прошлой неделе они забрали весь мой улов. Сказали, что он пойдет на благое дело. Иногда им не хватает еды.
Надо, наверное, только чуток поменьше сделать.
Рыба. Ты рыбак? Он рыбак. Рыба.
Пойду-ка я в кабак.
Рыба.
Ух, какие разработчики
Он рыбак.
в Ubisoft.
Я чувствую, как энергия течет, не зная преград.
Рыба.
Найс.
Пойду-ка я в кабак. На прошлой неделе они забрали весь мой улов.
Так, ну так вроде не мешаюсь.
На благое дело. Иногда им не
Стрим, а так точно.
As incubation nests and their sprawling tissue spawn procedurally, taking over different areas of the map and reaction to the player presence.
The parasite is always spreading, always evolving. But it didn't look too happy about the operators disturbing their new home. What are we facing off against?
Well, the black goo-like sprawl is probably the first thing you will take on. It spreads to the map once your presence is detected, slowing progress and helping
Pip.
the Arkeens. Some of the other threats you may have seen in the trailer
Что-то у них, по-моему,
are
там
the
немножко под
long-range
это
spiker, the
подзависло.
explosive breachers, the shape-shifting
О май,
elements,
по-моему, я это где-то видел.
and the Apex.
А как он
There's a
кричит, если
network
у него рта
of
нет?
Arkeens and mutation that have been observed. More to come on that very soon.
Кех.
Thank you both so much for joining me. I'm really excited to dig into more of the details. We still have crossplay to talk about. Yes, that's right. Extraction will bring everyone together regardless of the platform. And for our Rainbow Six Siege community, we have exclusive unlocks for you in both games. Okay, you've been waiting long enough. Let's take an exclusive first look at some gameplay footage. Here is Rainbow Six Extraction.
The new tactical co-op shooter game where Rainbow Six operators are dropped into alien territory. In today's walkthrough, we're on a mission to investigate anomalies identified at the Orpheus Research Center in Alaska. HQ will provide additional instructions.
We need new data on the parasite's underground
Совсем чуть попахивает Resident Evil, да? Прям на полшишечки.
Plant auto trackers on dormant nests. Don't destroy them or we'll lose the trackers.
As a squad of 3, Ella, Alibi, and Sledge will use their operator abilities
какие-то
to
анимации
complete
прям плохие.
objectives, assist each other, and obliterate Arkeans in their way.
Drone spinning up.
Все зависло.
That's a grunt. Easy for a nest to incubate and bring to life, not so easy to eliminate in large numbers.
Какие всратые модельки.
Location. Nice and quiet.
The enemy reacts to intrusions in their ecosystem, including operators.
Eliminate my target.
So stealth tactics are the way to go.
Visual on nest. Place auto trackers for our react scientists.
The parasite generates sprawl, a substance that connects the whole ecosystem. Alert an Archean, and a nearby nest wakes up too. Archeans move faster in sprawl, but operators get slowed down.
Их вот бы в
Squad
кисель
use their
пострелять.
react light to see bioluminescent properties on Archeans and in the environment. The contrast helps to better
А куда они
identify
просто
targets.
пропадают? Шух и все.
Nest mapping complete.
Как это срато выглядит.
Good job.
Identifying Archean variants helps the team determine the best approach to take them out.
Scan grenade.
Spotted a rooter. It can immobilize anyone in front of it, so Sledge will swing around back.
Да, чувак все это время стоял, ждал. Пока ты обойдешь его и сломаешь
Get out of there
стену.
before the swarm appears. Don't push your luck.
Airlock, go!
Правда, как они орут, если у них рта нет? Что-то я, походу, слишком стар для этого дерьма.
That was close. Here, the team can regroup and resupply. Airlock doors will open onto the next subzone, which will be tougher than the first.
We need tissue samples from those
Ну,
Archies.
сегодня только
enemies
Ubisoft
gone.
Forward, по-моему.
Use your react blade.
И кто-то еще. Ой, посмотрите, какие они всратые. Модельки еще такие мега скучные. Ни детализации нет, ничего.
It's right there. React blade, do your thing.
Слушай, ну здесь ничего красивого нет,
One
плюс
down. We're not done yet.
это же по большей части тот же самый Rainbow Six Siege,
Don't put it to
а он
death
сделан
just
на
yet.
массового
Get that
пользователя.
We've located a spiker.
И хуй знает
Fire
когда.
armor-piercing projectiles. Alibi deploys a
Так что я думаю, что
pistol
даже с древним говном можно в это поиграть, только зачем.
The squad can use React tech to go further in incursions. The more intel they collect, the more tech they'll have at their disposal to fight off this threat. It's all about teamwork to outsmart the enemy.
Barricade that spot.
И весь чат такой Z спамит.
Creating a choke point is a good idea to increase the arc mine's efficiency.
Eyes on hostile!
Mine is set.
That's the way. Keep hunting.
That's the React threat sensor. Smasher incoming.
Большая ебака. Как же это скучно.
Wow, that did it. Take out the leader. No leader for the Archies to follow.
Another objective completed. The squad can either exfil at the extraction point to bring home the latest intel, or move to the next airlock. The third subzone will be the most challenging yet.
Пойти
A true
запилить
test of
пока
both
анонс.
tactical team strategy and operator reflexes.
Some Archeans are responding to an elite as if they're communicating. No way we'd let them mobilize against us. Hunt them down until the elite comes out of hiding.
Какие всратые модельки.
12 seconds.
Блин, ощущение, как будто они это
Enemy located!
наспор за пивас сделали. Это что это вообще? 2 кадра анимации нарисовали.
Eyes on hostile!
have an operator in stasis.
An operator is now MIA.
I don't know if you can hear this, but we're mounting a rescue. Hang tight.
Что-то, походу, надо было мне богемского бомжа стримить. Ра-та-та-та-та.
You heard it. A rescue mission is underway. React still needs you.
Ubisoft Original. Не, ну пацаны, не, ну вы видели? Не зараженные эти вирусом, а чужие. Ubisoft Original. Вообще ничего оригинального нет. Ну правда.
Well, that was a segue.
10 years ago, Rocksmith redefined music learning by introducing the first console game that taught millions how to play guitar.
Whether you're already an expert or just starting out, Rocksmith has an approach that's for everyone. A fun and interactive way to learn guitar, playing your favorite songs. And in the decade since its release, our community and its impact have only amplified.
This year, let's turn it up to 11 and see what's next for Rocksmith.
Ну что, плюс клейм за музыку? Future Music Learning. Не, точно будет бан за музыку. Е2, Е4, в смысле? Не знаю, мне кажется, гитарная музыка настолько нахуй никому не нужна сейчас, что это довольно странно. Здорово. Голплей пререгистр. О май.
I'm Arthur Von Nagel, producer at Ubisoft San Francisco, and Rocksmith has truly been a dream project for me. As a lifelong gamer and a touring musician, Rocksmith is what I wish I had when I started learning music. And that's why I'm thrilled to share the next evolution of music learning. Rocksmith Plus, a new interactive music learning subscription service.
Запахом подписок. Ну, такая же хуйня, которую они делают с Just Dance, что приносит им ярды денег. Слышь, подписку купи. Игру купи, подписку купи. А хули нет? Ну купи.
Download the app, log in, sync to Rocksmith Plus, set it down, and play along. Now, acoustic players and electric players with amps can use Rocksmith Plus with no extra gear needed. It's a game changer.
Да, качество звука будет говно.
And we're excited to reveal Rocksmith Plus will have a huge amount of songs at launch. All songs in the library will have chord charts that'll be perfect for rhythm players
он переозвучен. Я понял.
of a song to hum and strum along to. We'll still have the note for note, authentic arrangements for players that want to play songs exactly how the artists originally played them. And each week, will release a steady stream of new authentic arrangements to keep growing that portion of the library. We're also introducing the Rocksmith Workshop, a new tool that lets users create and add their own arrangements for songs we've licensed. Your
Ubisoft
subscription will give you access to all
переизобрели
those songs,
Guitar
more
Pro.
content than ever before, including genres beyond rock. We'll have pop, hip-hop, country, Latin, R&B, all sorts
Я
of
немножко высоких только добавил, но какой-то слишком глуховато, так? Ну, как всегда, да, это же типичная презентационная речь.
It's the most diverse song library ever seen in music learning software.
The most diverse song library ever seen.
Adaptive difficulty and riff repeater, which let you practice and learn at your own pace, or slow down and repeat tricky parts until you master them.
А в это играет, ну, как тебе сказать, это скорее интерактивное обучение. Это не Guitar Hero.
Thanks to an enhanced recommendation system and more robust progress tracking, players won't just see their growth on a single song. They can now monitor their progress technique by technique across the board, and overall offer a better sense of how you're improving over time. Advanced players will be happy to know we're introducing a new Rocksmith tablature view. That way you could take advantage of Rocksmith Plus's song library and practice tools in a format that's familiar and one that will hone your tab reading skills. We're excited to announce that you can register for a chance to participate in our closed beta right after the show. Visit our website at rocksmith.com to get an early look at Rocksmith Plus and help us test and create the future of music learning. Thank you so much to the amazing fans who have enjoyed and supported Rocksmith over the past 10 years. Let's jam together with Rocksmith Plus for another 10.
Register now for a chance to play the Rocksmith Plus beta. Summer's coming, and nothing gets thrill seekers' blood flowing like bright sun and fresh trails. And Riders Republic will give them just that.
Last year, you got a first look at our massive multiplayer outdoor
Что он все
sports
пытается меня
extravaganza.
кинуть?
Since then, the project's grown by jumps and grinds.
Что это? А мы же это видели. Чё, по-моему, в прошлом году. Гонки на всем подряд.
Greetings, thrill seekers. This is the Riders Ridge, the Republic's stomping ground. From here, you can meet like-minded
Пип-пип.
manage your career,
Это не у меня, если что. Это на трансляции.
learn to nail those wild moves, stay stylish, share your creations with the Republic,
Обожаю российские шутки.
stay on top of the latest news,
Особенно если это не шутки Каппа.
and take up some ferocious multiplayer action like Free For All or Tricks Battle, our 6 versus 6
Мультиплеер
team
экшен, free for all.
competition.
Интересно, просто охуеть. На самом деле нет.
So, here's how it works. Performing
Бля,
tricks on the
выкройте мне
modules will
глаза.
turn them from red to blue, and every trick that you stomp will contribute to your team's overall score. Still with me? Okay. When your team has
Знаете,
turned
где
all the
это было?
modules blue, you capture that
Это
district,
было в Тони Хоук Про Скейтере 20 лет назад. Ну, не 20, окей.
the big time.
Больше 15 лет назад. Это не было, правда, 5 на 5, это было 1 на 1.
Unlock more content, you gotta earn
Но
those
идея
stars.
просто древнее, чем говно мамонта.
So, if you want to be the boss of your own career, the world's most famous competitions are waiting for you.
Прогресс ниже, в смысле? Прогресса в плане идей геймдизайна? Ну, тут не видно, да, согласен. Ну, это Ubisoft. Поэтому тут ничего особо удивительного нет, они никогда ничего прорывного не делали.
Now, some might say the best parts of the Republic can be found in the city playground. We've got modules that you can slay for
Как это неестественно смотрится, кстати. Анимации странные, какие-то дерганые.
Maybe you're all about living on the edge. Either way, say, to progress, you gotta earn those stars.
Очень странное
Having the right
позиционирование
rig is
камеры.
important too. And we've all got our preferences. All right, I get it. Sometimes you just want to explore and bathe in nature.
Охуительные текстуры камней.
That's right. Everything you do counts. Getting those stars means more rad to be had, and the Republic will abide. There's always something awesome to do as you reach new milestones and unlock more challenges. It's the Red Bull Joyride, people. It's infamous. It's spectacular. It's the biggest.
Эпилептики вышли из чата. Теория главного состояния. Да, это довольно странно. Просто, что, блядь, происходит вообще? Нихуя непонятно.
And a natural outdoor playground for you and your friends to enjoy any way that you want.
Я вот не могу понять, зачем мне винегрет из всего вот этого вот в одной игре. В чем поинт? Ну, рили. Mass Races, окей. В чем фан-то? Ну типа смотри, дохуя игроков летает вместе с тобой, ну и чё? Ну или катают вместе с тобой, ну и чё? Вообще не понимаю. Режим 5 на 5. Ну да, я ж говорю, мы это все видели.
Don't keep the mountains waiting. Riders Republic is coming September 2nd, and you can pre-order now and claim your right to rip.
Okay, so we've seen some of our favorite Rainbow Six operators battling alien parasites. But how's their day job
Не,
going?
подписку еще на Riders Republic. Нужно больше подписочных сервисов.
Year 6 is off to a blazing start, with Siege passing 200,000 concurrent players a few weeks ago. If you haven't joined in yet, 2021 is the perfect time to drop in.
Да, или нет, там вот эти вот всякие кринжовые штуки, типа турбины, вот этого прочего, нахуя это все надо? Что-то нарезали прям. Ну хуёвый звук, приехали, здорово. Мужика, по-моему, покусали эти калибровцы. Запахом СНГ девелопмента. Еще один хуёвый звук.
On June 30th, we are unifying our PC and cloud-based platforms with crossplay and cross-progression. That means that any player on Amazon Luna, Stadia, or PC will be able to queue into games together while having a unified account progression.
And for console players, in early 2022, crossplay will be available between PlayStation and Xbox platform, and the cross-progression will be available between all platforms. For these updates, we need a bit more time in order to prepare and make sure they have a smooth launch.
Bringing these player bases together benefits everyone. It will finally allow you to play with your friends across different platforms. It also means that your progression will now follow you.
It also means.
And anywhere you play.
Короче, про кроссплей говорят.
And we are thrilled to see the enthusiasm its announcement has inspired. From your amazing fan art to the awesome cosplays, the Rainbow Six community is the lifeblood that keeps this game moving forward.
We cannot thank you enough for your support. It is because of you that Siege keeps evolving and growing.
To wrap up, here's a brand new animated trailer starring Thunderbird, the new Defender joining Team Rainbow. Check this out.
Check this out. Ой. Бля, опять аниме, да еб ты медь.
6 years ago, I met a pilot. She saved my life.
Чат, я чё, опять этот в Mirror's Edge играю? Вагиня? Понимаю. Ну ладно.
Love, wisdom, bravery. Listen, I need to get this bird in the air. You try to get some rest.
You're the boss.
You're the boss. Смотрим аниме про двух независимых женщин. Сук. Минус канал, ясно. Ну так я ж не на Твиче. Хотя, кстати, на Твиче ж могут карать за то, что ты скажешь не на Твиче. Так что потенциально может быть, да. Хуш. Да. Клятый патриархальный медведь.
Wait, that's it? What happened next?
Why don't you ask her yourself?
Сундерберд.
New projects aren't the only things to be excited about this year. Take a look at the incredible updates coming to our live games in 2021.
А, Фонор еще не сдох. Че, рэперов завезли? Понимаю. Ничего не напоминает? Кажется, я это видел в Fall Guys'ах. Ну ладно. Трекмания так трекмания. Шо? Всем привет, Smash Bros для бедных, да? О, Сереж 2. Оно живое? Пахнет, по-моему, воняет. Сука.
From the release of the Ghost experience to the latest teammate update, Ghost Recon Breakpoint keeps evolving thanks to your feedback. But that's not all. As 2021 marks the 20th anniversary of the Ghost Recon franchise, we are happy to announce that there are still many more surprises to come. Stay tuned, Ghosts.
Как же насрать. Да.
Just Dance has always been about connecting with friends and family. When you're in good company, there are no bad dancers. So move the coffee
Какой-то
table,
глупый
alert the local
трек
homeowners
на фоне
association,
вообще.
and let's get
Бесявый. Для кого они выпускают, это же посредственность. Ну да, я не понимаю. Ну, я могу понять примерно, почему Just Dance продается, например. А кому нужна вот эта трекмания, Rock Riders или Mountain Riders, как это хуй-то называется?
My name is Todd Call, and I'm a singer, dancer, actor, director, and choreographer. I am super excited to announce that my song Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels is going to be a part of Just Dance 2022. Face, eyes, thin, waist, thick, thighs, you, me, you, wish, new phone, who, this. But that's not all. Oh no, for the first time ever, the Just Dance team and I are collaborating to give you an exclusive version of my song.
Капу прайд в чате спамит на Твиче. Кек.
To me, Just Dance allows people to express themselves through dance and to celebrate who they are and their individuality in such a fun way. Just Dance has transformed millions of lives, and I hope that this song brings you all so much joy, whether you're dancing alone or with a group, to work out, or just to have fun. It's going to be a great time, and I can assure you, you will not just play, you will absolutely slay. The new lyrics were handcrafted specifically for Just Dance, and let me tell you something, they're full of sass because, you know, they were written by yours truly, but I guarantee they are going to give people so much confidence. That's the reason why I wrote Nails, Hair, Hips, Heels, and now it's been Just Danceified. I don't think they're ready for this jelly. I hope you all have just as much fun dancing to this track as I had making it. Oh, and one last thing. You will have the opportunity to be a part of the making of my new video, which will be released alongside the new Just Dance track. For more information on how to participate, darling, just check the link below. We got you. I cannot wait to see you all living your best life and being the most fabulous you have ever been. I will see you all in Just Dance 2022. Girl, I don't dance, I work. I don't play, I slay. I don't walk, I strut, 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 and then sashay. But I don't work for free. That's not the tea, hunty. So make it rain on me, and I might let you see. Okay, dolls, y'all know what time it is. Come on, everybody on the floor. I want to see you work. Come on. Nails, hair, that's all.
It's time to get our Viking on. It was a big year for the new chief of the Raven clan, but your journey with Eivor is far from over.
Что, можно поздравить с эволюцией, так сказать. Еще бы Ubisoft смог в интересные игры, но это фантастика уже.
In November 2020, we released Assassin's Creed Valhalla. To our delight, it was the biggest launch for any Assassin's Creed game to date, and we have you to thank for that. Becoming Eivor, a Viking leader,
да, благодари меня полностью.
quest to fight for a new home is an adventure that resonated closely with many of you. I certainly had fun exploring England with Eivor and stumbling across unique world events that left me with memorable side stories.
Thank you, Eivor.
We're amazed to see how you dedicated yourselves to the Viking lifestyle. You've led more than 300 million raids in total and built more than 100 million buildings in your settlement.
Как всегда, ярд цифр, которые ни о чем не говорят.
Eivor still has a long journey ahead, and we've been continuing to offer free updates for all players to enjoy post-launch. These updates include time-limited festivals, new quests, and even whole new game modes, such as the River Raids update and the Mastery Challenge. We add in community-requested tweaks and features too. For instance, we'll be adding one-handed swords in the coming weeks. The team is also working hard at tackling issues and improving the game experience for everyone. We've been tracking various known issues on our forums and also shared our complex bug-fixing process in a recent dev blog. We love seeing your continual feedback, and we thank you for your patience and support for the game. On top of regular free updates, we're also building on Eivor's story and the world of Assassin's Creed Valhalla through game expansions. Wrath of the Druids released a few weeks ago, allowing players to explore Ireland and battle a mysterious cult, the Children of Danu. In our second upcoming expansion, you'll get to relive the Siege of Paris. This is the most ambitious battle in Viking history, taking place in war-torn Francia. You'll have to do everything in your power to uncover enemy secrets and form strategic alliances in order to safeguard your clan's future. Players may be excited to learn that black box infiltration missions are returning. This means you're given a goal for a mission, but how you'll achieve it is up to you. Expect new abilities,
Что это?
weapons, gear, and of course, new enemies.
Чё?
Watch out for the Siege of Paris coming
Блин.
this summer.
Там, по-моему, классная анимация была.
Assassin's Creed has long focused on the exploration of history, and we are happy to announce that the new Discovery Tour will be released this fall. It will be free to all who own Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Explore the world and take a deeper dive into the history of the Viking Age. The team has crafted a new experience where you'll get to play as people during the time of Vikings and follow them in their endeavors, big and small, while collecting exclusive rewards.
Не, по-моему, копье, короче, было в руке, вот, а потом, когда он его, типа, бросил, оно полетело уже из другой стороны. То есть синхры анимации нет. Вот именно в момент отпускания копья. Оно было в руке и, типа, уже ушло, а должно идти по другой траектории. Я что-то не заметил. Очень тяжело в концентрации сидеть, честно говоря, скучно, пипец.
Something tells me that Eivor is not done with Odin yet.
So you've seen some great games from us. But we also have news about the movies and TV series
Все еще
we've been
нет.
working on.
Our Ubisoft Film and Television team has some exclusive content to share. Up first is Mythic Quest, the workplace comedy set in a game development studio that's streaming on Apple TV+. If you haven't watched the second season yet, here's a look.
Смотрите, мы Ubisoft, мы делаем сериалы, фильмы. Очень интересно.
Why do you have goosebumps?
This is an involuntary reaction to
Being inspired?
I was emotionally manipulated.
What's the difference? That's it. Except make it about me and not the world.
I feel really seen and heard.
I don't want to see you or hear you.
She played us to get what she wanted.
She inspired us.
She emotionally manipulated us.
What's the difference?
Как интересно, просто
Up
охуеть.
next is an exclusive look at a new trailer for our feature-length movie, Werewolves Within. It's a whodunit with teeth that'll be coming to theaters June 25th and on demand July 2nd.
Hello, everyone. I am Josh Rubin, the director of Werewolves Within.
And I'm Sam Richardson, the star of Werewolves Within.
Werewolves Within was based off a Ubisoft game, and we're so excited to bring you an exclusive look just for you.
Check it out. Dr. Ellis?
I told you, she's probably tanked.
Touch this door again, I'll shoot. Again.
Dr. Ellis?
Hey,
Lost, please. We need answers.
It didn't disappear.
What?
It's not Emerson Flint. It's one of you.
Oh. Okay, well, look, we don't understand. Could you just please come out?
I'm afraid I can't do that, Ranger Wheeler. You could be one of them.
One of what? A what?
A werewolf.
The roads are effed. Something's wrong with the generator. Also, there's a dead body under your porch.
Yes!
I'm gonna go get a croissant.
Out of curiosity, who is packing? We having a good old-fashioned sleepover.
With guns, though.
With guns, yes.
Everybody's going, how the heck?
Not littering, I'm just excited.
Not judging, just watching it. Follow Mythic Quest on Apple TV+. And be sure to catch Werewolves Within this summer. In theaters or on your on-demand platforms.
No hero story is complete without a great rival to match them. After all, even the most vile tyrant is a star of their own narrative.
When it comes to memorable villains, no one does it better than Far Cry.
Да. Больше отыгрыша, так сказать.
Please, we have to get on that boat.
Abuela, what the hell I'm gonna do with baseball cards?
Do you have any idea what these are worth? Let us through.
Marco, always making new friends.
Danny, you're late. Where's Alejo?
He gave up his ticket for his family.
Bullshit. Alejo is an orphan.
Alejo's not going anywhere anymore.
И
Come on, Marco.
а здесь больше всего бесит освещение. Какое-то пластилиновое.
Good man.
Почему так все морщины видно, хотя не должно быть? Какой-то хуёвый свет.
Gracias.
Don't worry about it, chamaco.
Here. It's all I've got.
This isn't right, Danny. We should be fighting, not running to the Yankees.
Alejo gave you a fucking gift, Lira. We survive. Same as the orphanage, same as the academy.
What's that?
Please, no, this is a fishing boat. You mean, no.
Oops. Правда, освещение какое-то странное. Полутонов не хватает. Все либо жестко светло, либо какая-то вот тень жесткая. Полутонов вообще нет. Странно.
Before he was El Presidente, mi papa loved to fish. We would go out on a boat, just like this. And we would catch the fish and then release them. He would say, it's not always about your stomach, mijo. It's about the challenge. Except when he caught a big, fat, juicy marlin, he was too proud to let that fish go.
Не похож.
I've caught a very big fish today. Haven't I, Diego? Diego!
No way.
I have caught you, mijo. Now it's time to bring you home.
I don't want this anymore, Papa.
We have no choice.
Let them go. They can work. Make Viviro.
Truth or lies?
Truth.
They could be good workers. They could help rebuild paradise. But if you wanted them to live, you would have never set foot on this fucking boat. 13 years old. And Diego has such compassion for his people. These fish, we will catch and release.
You've just seen another disturbing lesson from Anton Castillo, passed down to his son Diego as he grooms him to become the future ruler of Yara. The most important part of crafting a Far Cry villain isn't the fact that they're evil or shocking. It's that there's someone that could sit across from you at the dinner table and charm you into thinking that everything they believe, no matter how twisted or horrifying, could be absolutely true. That's the secret to Anton's power, and we couldn't be prouder to have him join the Far Cry family. Now, when creating Anton, we had quite a lot to live up to. Because when you think Far Cry, you think about its rich legacy of villains. Which makes today a very special day for Far Cry fans. Not only did we get to see into the mind of Anton Castillo, we finally get to unveil some of our post-launch plans. Our dream was to honor the Far Cry villains' tradition and introduce a brand new experience. It is time to see the other side. Go further down the rabbit hole, and it's up to you to find a way out.
What is going on? Who's watching? Oh.
My, what a happy family. RJ, tell your mother and sister to...
You are alive. That is all that matters.
What the fuck?
Peekaboo, motherfucker.
Where the fuck am I?
I too am a king who isn't afraid to slaughter to get what he wants. In my way!
Is this a test? A dream? An opportunity? Then I will not waste it.
Что-то, походу, в этот раз нормальный кокс завезли, да, Ubisoft? Слышь, Season Pass купи. Ретро-вейв тоже купи. На плойку не выходит. Прикол.
We're so excited for you all to check out this next game.
Oof, Neelam, I can't wait to get my hands on this one.
It's me, Mario. А, кролики, понял. Коллаба, которую мы заслужили, так сказать. Блестки надежды. Сука. Интересно просто до охренения, так сказать.
The whole team is super proud of this new game, and I can't wait for you to experience it.
It's fair to say that we did something quite surprising with the concept of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle. And for this project, we didn't want to stop there.
Hi everyone, Mario and the Rabbids are back. And I'm so excited to be back as well today to unveil our new project, Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. We are diving back into this unique crossover with even bigger ambition, expanding our universe on a major scale. This time it's not just the Mushroom Kingdom, there is an entire galaxy to save. To do so, you will lead a brave yet reckless team of unique heroes, including some fresh faces like Rabbids Rosalina
Fresh Faces?
and other surprises.
Кто-нибудь видел Fresh Faces?
Evil across the galaxy, their spaceship will bring them from planet to planet. They will be facing a powerful villain, Cursor, an enemy unlike anything our heroes encountered before. But they won't be alone.
Абсолютно всратый
By their
антагонист.
side, they will have their new allies, the Sparks. These surprising creatures, born from the merge of Rabbids and Lumas, will lend their wild powers to our heroes.
Он специально
Their natures and origin
написал
are at the
речь с
core
таким
of our
большим количеством слов на букву R.
Let's keep some surprises for later.
For later.
After the tremendous success of Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, the entire team was moved by the amazing reception from players across the world. We were stunned by the love we felt for this unexpected team-up. We know we've been off the radar for a while now, as we wanted to take the time needed to bring this crossover to the next level. It's not just a new story with new enemies, new heroes. Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope has big ambitions. It introduces new action elements into the mix that will push the boundaries of tactical games even further. That being said, we
Надо
also
еще быть
wish to
tactical
offer
games,
an
понимаю.
easy-to-play experience for all players.
Easy-to-play
Yet
experience.
hard to master for those of you that are willing to take the challenge. And you will be able to experience this cosmic adventure exclusively on the Nintendo Switch. We
Кто бы
can't wait
сомневался.
to tell you more about the game soon.
There is an entire galaxy to save, and we cannot wait for you to experience it.
Sneak peek, реаль футаж. Ну, выглядит ничего так, на самом деле. Лучше, чем все предыдущее урвиглазное от Ubisoft. Кайф. Это именно те игры, которые мы ждали в 2022 году.
So we're not done yet. Let's check in with our CEO, Yves Guillemot.
Hi everyone. As you have seen,
we have a fantastic and diverse lineup of games coming soon. And this is just the beginning. Thanks to all the teams at Ubisoft for what they achieved, and for always striving to deliver the best possible game experiences. I'm humbled by their resilience, energy, and collaboration, especially during what has been a challenging year. I'm also proud of our industry's ability to bring together millions of players from around the world to share memorable experiences.
Знаете, что хочу посмотреть?
This is
Сколько в Honor игроков сейчас. Пока нам ссут в уши.
Motivates everyone at Ubisoft.
Motivates everyone.
Finally, my sincere thanks to you, the players.
Swings to you.
We appreciate the trust you place in us. Your involvement in our games communities keeps them growing and vibrant. We want to create original, enriching, long-lasting game worlds. And your contributions, feedback, and support make it possible. We also are proud that some of the biggest names in entertainment trust our creative teams to develop games within their universes. For example, you just saw Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope, developed in collaboration with Nintendo, where everyone's favorite Mario and Rabbids characters return for an all-new adventure. And speaking of great
Honor Complete Edition стоит 4165 рублей.
We would like to show you today. It is a glimpse of the amazing journey that awaits you in one of the most
Ниже, кстати, статистику, где
but
посмотреть.
dangerous places of all. Brought to life by the latest version of our Snowdrop engine. I'm excited to share this first look with you now. Enjoy.
В центре сообщества, что ли? Девятька. Понимаю. 4000 игроков в игре. Оу май. Эпический онлайн, так сказать. О, синяков подвезли. Выглядит как не очень впечатляюще на самом деле.
understand now.
You and I are gonna tear shit up! Begin the replay!
Не-не. Ну, короче, в Honor сейчас онлайн примерно 3К. Последние 30 дней среднее количество игроков 2600. Постоянно снижается. А на старте было 45К на релизе. Через месяц уже 20. И еще через месяц уже 6,9. Потом в 18-м 216. Это, видимо, когда они говорили про выделенные сервера. И на следующий месяц уже 37, 19, 14, 10, 8 и скатилось. Не знаю, для кого они до сих пор делают обновления. Субскруби. Слышь, подписку купи.
Today, we battled some Arkeans in Rainbow Six Extraction. Learned some new songs in Rocksmith. Got an adrenaline rush from Riders Republic. Lit up the dance floor in Just Dance 2022. Visited new shores in Assassin's Creed Valhalla. Witnessed a chilling confrontation in Far Cry 6. And teamed up with our favorite man in overalls in Mario plus Rabbids.
Don't go anywhere. There's still more to come in the post-show.
Bye, y'all.
А, это все. И... Что так лагает?
Welcome back, everybody, to E3 2021. We just saw
под шоу, а потом будет...
boy, oh boy,
Потом будет еще что-то, по-моему.
Our first keynote of E3. I'm Golden Boy alongside Jackie Jing here. And Jackie, we got to talk about the first thing. Avatar, it's happening. It wasn't a lie.
I know. Literally, we were both floored. The E3 crew back there just started screaming. The hype, that was just the perfect way to end it, I think.
Yeah.
It was just a taste of it, right? But the visuals, I mean, it completely got me to my core. We know that there's so many movies coming out. What is it, 2, 3, 4, and 5, I believe.
Yeah, a lot.
So
Не знаю, есть ли
this is
смысл
just built up with
смотреть.
the hype for the movies, but I just want to be the Na'vi, and I want to ride a pterodactyl
потом
creature
Gearbox
like a
Entertainment.
surfboard. Like that just looks
Пол
so
первого.
dang cool to me.
I'm glad.
So yeah,
I'm glad.
Вообще не в курсе, что это
We're all
такое,
sharing
что там
things we
ждать
want to do
вообще.
here. Well, you know what I want to do.
What do you want to do?
Is play Riders Republic because
yes.
I put out a tweet and I said this game reminds me of Downhill Domination, which was a game that I absolutely loved back in the day. It was like a mountain biking. It was like one of those games that it came out around the time when all the other extreme sports games were coming out, and everyone was snagging up properties, and someone said, "How about we have people ride bikes down a mountain?"
Yeah.
And from there, I got hooked. I was addicted. I love that game.
What's
so
your
much.
favorite Ubisoft announcement? Понимаю. Mario Rabbids побеждает. Вместе с
So I've
Аватаром.
always loved sports games like this because I'm 6'2" and
Про крайший
incredibly
season pass.
uncoordinated. I cannot snowboard to save my butt. In fact, I just land on my butt the whole time. So I'm definitely excited to try out snowboarding, but I also want to drive an ice cream truck. You went crazy for the ice cream truck. You were like, is that an ice cream truck?
It was the ice cream bicycle.
Oh, it was an ice cream bicycle,
The little dolly. It was so good. I loved it. But by the way, guys, we had a poll go out here, and it seems like no surprise, especially given that it came at the end, but Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is the game that was everyone's favorite that was announced. 41% resounding score there. But there were some good ones. There were some good ones. So also shout out to the people who voted Riders Republic. I appreciate you. But there were some fun ones. Real quick, I do want to touch on Rocksmith because that game has been going on for such a long time now. But I was explaining it before, and me and Avali, we were like chatting about it, and it's like, it's one of those things that it's not just a game, it's an experience about learning how to try something new, how to play guitar, whether you're a beginner, intermediate, advanced, you can gamify it, or you can just learn all together. It's a really cool idea, and I'm glad that Ubisoft continues to support it.
Yeah, I think for me, I would not be able to invest the time, invest the money into playing the guitar. But I thought that it was really interesting that it was in this video game format, you know? So I was just like, like maybe this is something that I could mess with, you know?
Yeah, and then obviously Rainbow Six Extraction. We don't have a lot of time.
Talk about Rainbow Six Extraction.
Oh my
God.
Looks so good. We're gonna have the panel talking about it as well, I'm sure.
Yes.
As Rainbow Six fans, both you and I have worked Rainbow Six esports in the past. This is an awesome thing to see, a co-op Rainbow Six game for all of us.
Yeah, I think that you know, there's so many zombie games out there, right? So you pick the one that fits you. And obviously we love Siege. So what's so great about this is that we get to play the operators that we love, use the gadgets on zombies. Like, I'm 100% here for this.
Or a version of them, you know, more like monsters,
okay, well, they were
right?
called the Archeans, right?
Она сказала зомби, этот я начал это исправлять. Типа, не-не-не, ты что, это не зомби, это же aliens. Monsters, aliens.
Ash and Pulse and Nomad, like we saw Ella as well. Like it was just so awesome to see our operators in action, and then against Archeans. Not zombies, sorry.
There it is. There it is. We'll work on that one, Jackie. But yeah, we're obviously really excited. It was a great show, and obviously I'm sure everyone is going off in the chat. But for more on what we just witnessed, let's kick things over to Greg and the crew. Greg, what did you guys think of the show?
What I think, Golden Boy, is that it is ridiculous that you didn't. It's an insult to the entire franchise that you didn't bring up Far Cry 6.
I saved it for you.
You didn't save me nothing. Cut his mic. Why is he talking right now? Damon, it's happened, right? Voss popped up. Pagan popped up. I looked over you. This face of what is going on? What is going on?
I don't have the answers, Greg, but I'm excited to find out. It's part of the season pass for Far Cry 6. Some mode that's going to let us play these great villains from the Far Cry series from 3, 4, and 5. I mean, I hope there's more to it than just here's a gun, your boss, just shoot people through a short level. I know, I hope there's a little bit more to it than that, but it's cool they've got the voice actor for Voss, Michael Mondo, back, which means that now both Michael Mondo and Giancarlo Esposito are both in Better Call Saul and Far Cry 6. That's pretty cool.
Exactly, yeah, and I mean, if you want to go even beyond villains, even I thought that was so cool. And what is it going to be? Are we going after, you know, is this the afterlife of finding out what's going on? We're seeing it right here, right? This performance right here from Giancarlo, right? Of going through and seeing him perform and just come in and eat up the scenery. And just like, that is what I want out of this game, Michael. I can't wait to get into Far Cry 6 and get this story.
Yeah, I'm
Такое ощущение, как там всего одна градация серого. То есть черная тень, светлые участки и одна градация всего.
One's fine, but
Слишком контрастно, ну да. Я
же
говорю, полутонов не хватает. Ну, анимации какие-то странные модельки, анимации.
They've kind of tiptoed around it with previous games, but the primary objective of those games is to blow things up. And that's pretty much still the case with Far Cry 6, but how do you balance that? How do you balance like all the
взгляд мертвый, который не следит.
Violent stuff happening in a story, but how do you make that, how do you humanize a game where all you do is shoot stuff?
You get an incredible actor like Giancarlo Esposito.
Hey, yeah, and I want to be a
load-bearing pillar.
But is it going to be that I watch that cutscene and I'm super into it, and then I go off and hunt a bunch of turkeys for a better wallet?
But while you're hunting those turkeys, don't you feel just that tension?
I feel the politics.
Тут вообще нет никакого ощущения, что это игра из 2021 года. 2021, Карл.
Did this work for you? Did this demo, this trailer we see here work?
So I have to be honest with you and be like, I heard scary things about Far Cry before, so I'm more of the Mario and Rabbids type of person. But this sold me. I'm like, okay, cool. This is where I'm going to jump into the series. And then to see that battle pass where we're seeing like, you know, the past villains and stuff, I'm like, oh, cool. So I just get everything all in one. I'm excited for this. All the story.
Yeah, there's something that works really well about whenever a bad guy shows up and talks about his daddy. You're like, oh, this ain't gonna be a good thing. This ain't gonna be good. I don't like that.
Shouts out to Daddy Issues.
I mean, it's like the Daddy Issues DLC where you get to play as all those past villains as well, so it's going to be a tour down memory lane.
Как там E3?
Far Cry Therapy Edition.
Ну, как не сказать. Не сказать, что я от Ubisoft прям что-то много ожидал. Но что-то даже эти ожидания не оправдались.
Oh no.
And apparently when the Avatar game happened, you heard Jackie and Golden Boy talk about the fact that everyone went wild.
Не понимаю, зачем, для кого они Avatar Game выпустили сейчас. Ну, выпустят. Кому он нахер нужен? Более живой был. Не, у него, кстати, очень плохие были... Жестикуляции очень плохие. Нет в них ощущения человека, у которого охуеть какая власть. Ситуации вообще. Он какой-то зажатый был. И с лицом тоже проблемы. Какое-то нервное было. Не знаю, по-моему, в таких вещах прям очень важно, чтобы ты в ключевых фигурах хоть как прорабатывал, а не какие-то, ну, такие, спустя рукава. Тот самый момент, когда какая-то одна из игр Ubisoft, вот это вот Mountain или Rock Riders, или как эта хуйня называется, была гораздо ярче, чем игра про Аватара. Хотя... Здесь тоже как бы много цветов, но она не такая кислотная. И после той смотреть на это, ну, как-то совсем скучно.
It's not a series that I've looked back at and been like,
Для
oh, man,
кого
I can't wait
это?
for more sequels. But watching the gameplay of it,
Плес.
right? Going through the open world, seeing them already start to
Зачем мне
mix
это
that up and how
выпустили?
beautiful it looks, I'm excited to see what they do with the franchise.
It looks very pretty.
Yeah.
I am not being paid to be here today. It's going to be difficult for me to muster enthusiasm for the Avatar game.
So beyond Far Cry, what got you?
Mario plus Rabbids.
Yeah.
Love the first game. It looks like they changed the battle system this time around. Did you guys notice it's not grid-based anymore?
Yeah.
You can free roam around your circle of movement there. Also, it seems to be based on Mario Galaxy.
Yeah, you got the shines in there. You got
Rosalina in there too, and I love the Rosalina rabbit. We're just like, I gotta get out there.
A powerful vibe.
I'm not gonna go do this.
And I'm like, oh, cool. That's me, getting up every single morning. I'm like, I can relate to this. Let's get into this game. But it looks so cool.
Yeah, I love it when you can see Mario just duff someone out straight up.
Yeah.
I was saying earlier, it's like when Mario gets violent, I'm like, oh dang, he's angry. He's angry now.
He came out of that ship fully strapped, dual-wielding pistols.
Yeah.
He is not messing around.
Relax, my guy.
And I think, as we watch it right now, this is one of the things I think Ubisoft did well. We've talked about this coming in, that, they have an hour-long presentation here. And again, it is off the back of a pandemic year and still being in a pandemic. So it wasn't, hey, here's 24 games. It was, hey, here are games and here are good looks at them, longer looks at them. Michael, did that work for you? Because obviously I know in the beginning you get into these situations of you're watching...
Это, конечно, удивительно, но Марио с кроликами выглядит пока интереснее всего. В плане дизайна и визуала и вообще. Несмотря на то, что она довольно симплифицирована, тут очень много всяких мелких деталей прикольных. И это, конечно, печально. Полтора человека, а я тоже не понимаю. Не, ну типа сейчас анонсируют, но я вообще не понимаю, для кого она сделана. Я помню, на PSP еще была игра про Аватара, но она как бы вообще нахуй никому не нужна была. Я даже не знаю, что там. Типа, какой жанр? Экшен, наверное, какой-нибудь. Мне кажется, что вот это тоже абсолютно никому не нужен будет. Не, понятно, что у нее будут какие-то продажи на фоне фильма, но...
So there was Bravery Network Online that looked really cute. It had like Scott Pilgrim-ish art style, and it's like a strategic turn-based game that looked cool. Cannot pronounce it. Dorfromantic, which is like world building, calm. It was super cute, but there were a lot of like these cute indie games and smaller games that were coming out. Valhalla had, I think, TMNT joining them. So all of these updates and stuff that are coming, I'm like, ooh, okay. I'm gonna check this stuff out.
Yeah, we even ran out of time to talk about Assassin's Creed Valhalla having more stuff and promising a second year of support, which is not something they usually do. But very, very cool. There's so much to talk about here at E3. But fans were, of course, disappointed last October when the news came out. They were going to delay Far Cry 6. With the first look at gameplay a couple weeks ago, reigniting the fans' flames for this franchise.
Да пусть хоть 20 выпустят. Мне кажется, уже никому не интересно. Дру-ту-ту-ту.
Well, actually, long before joining Far Cry, I had a big interest in history and political science and revolutions simply due to my family's own history. So when it came to actually working on a Far Cry, right from the beginning, I was fascinated, and the team was really fascinated by the idea of what does it take for someone to take up arms against this overwhelming force, this overwhelming regime. So that invited a lot of questions and themes about the game. You know, when does your revolution begin? How far are you willing to go for that revolution? Are you fighting that revolution for the right reasons? Those were the kinds of questions that we felt we wanted to challenge our characters to answer in the story. Finally, I get to answer the question, what is the ending of Far Cry 6? Well, it's really simple.
Был вопрос про этот, про эндинги. Будет ли много или нет? И они взяли и такие, сосите.
I think it's super difficult to boil that down to one thing. I think first and foremost, being able to work with such an amazing, dedicated, talented, creative, diverse team.
Diverse team, да. Это самая важная часть, конечно.
Everyone's voice sort of represented in the DNA of our game has been really exciting to see. I think, you know, there's sort of a highlight reel that goes off in my mind over the course of production. Everything from debating the tiniest
Да там нет никакого глубокого мира на самом деле. Там была дефолтная история. Ну, грубо говоря, это был такой sci-fi Покахонтас. И все. Просто sci-fi Покахонтас. Все, больше ничего нет. Идея абсолютно старая. Ну да, был крутой по эффектам на то время. Но сейчас такое засилие комиксового говна, там этих эффектов просто жопой жри. Мега супер-пупер мультивселенные там с комиксами, у которых там хуй знает какая 40-50-летняя история, блять, вот это все куча персонажей. И выходит такой аватар, пук. Что там интересного? Там не было никакой глубины в персонажах и прочих делах. Что можно придумать более глобального, чем было в первой части, например? В первой части они сражались за свою планету, за свой мир. Что вот еще более важного можно придумать? Ничего, конфликт исчерпан, все. Ауч. Любая какая-то новая угроза, она будет высосана из пальца.
We really tried to approach this with the idea that every Far Cry sort of has its own story and its own world. There's usually some loose connections between the games, but for us, we really wanted to look at the story of Yara, you know, and the revolution between Danny and Liberton on one side versus Anton and his regime on the other. It actually really depends on how you play. You know, right from the start, you're really going to be able to approach the campaign however you choose. It was really important for us for you to have that freedom, so you're going to be able to navigate your own path at your own pace and hit missions, checkpoints, F&D bases, and a lot more.
Ну, спрашивали, типа, насколько длинная кампания? Он говорит, ну, все зависит от того, как ты захочешь играть, типа.
I think something that was new for us and something exciting for us to bring into the brand was this idea that you would have these moments with Anton and Diego,
на чем они выйдут за пределы планеты? На своих летающих птеродактилях?
Game, and you'd get to see the revolution really from Anton and Diego's perspective. And it just gives you a bigger picture of how the story is playing out in Yara. There's a lot to unpack there. The first thing is, Reign of Diego
не было там никакого задела на сиквел. Это будет такое же искусственное продолжение, как там, я не знаю, в любых других IP, которые зачем-то решили продолжить то, что первый внезапно стрельнул.
Was this notion that how can a
давай 5 минут и все уже. Сколько можно?
Against their have had some hand in Yara's politics and his future. And I think this notion of inheritance came up, and the idea that you know, Anton really believes that Yara is his and is for Diego to own, that the Castillos are the keys to quote unquote rebuild paradise. That was really fascinating for us. Thanks for joining me today and for allowing me this opportunity to answer some of your questions. Far Cry 6 launches on October 7th. I can't wait for you to dive into Yara.
Ubisoft and Reddit there for that AMA, but now it's my time. I'm turning the tables on you, all right? So everybody, the question is going to be, what do you want from Far Cry 6? What's the one thing you want from Far Cry 6?
Didn't you see the ending? That's all I care about. Chorizo, right? And I got to look at him. I think he's like a pre-order.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, you can get special outfits for him, I think.
Yeah, special outfits. Yeah. Chorizo's in a wheelchair.
I know.
He's a doggy on wheels. That's all I care about in Far Cry 6.
Okay, cool. Wiener dog on wheels. Put it up there.
You know,
Damon.
that was a joke, but actually the real ending probably is you just get to chill out with Chorizo. And like in the story,
sure.
Well, the villain has been defeated. Now I can retire and just relax with Chorizo.
See, I think that's a fake out. Because a lot of Far Cry games, if you just chill out at the beginning,
блин, я так надеялся, что они зависнут еще минут на 3 хотя бы.
So in that one, Chorizo just lulls you into a false sense of security, then brat, game over.
Oh wow, he was from the inside the entire time. He's a double agent.
Chorizo's a big heel turn. I'm sorry to spoil this,
gosh,
but
wow, I didn't see one coming,
shocking.
Michael.
I want Far Cry 6 to say it with their chest. You know what I'm saying? So like you have the narrative director front and center.
Yeah.
And not many games do that. And he's out here saying, yo, it's going to be meaningful. We're trying to say something. And I think this is a very deliberate move for Ubisoft to put him at the forefront to tell everybody, like, yeah, we are serious about this. So whatever it is they want to say about in their game, I want them to say it with their chest.
And see, that's what I want too. Like when I'm thinking about this, what I want is the narrative to hook me. And I want it to go places that Far Cry doesn't necessarily go before, right? I think Far Cry often does a great job of punching you in the face and giving you a great setup. And then for me personally, it doesn't work. And I'm thinking specifically about 5. I thought 5 opened so strong, but I fell off in terms of what I was doing when I was going in there. So I hope 6, really drives that home, sticks with it.
Seems like they built a really expansive world, at least from a narrative perspective, and I hope the mission design sort of lives up to that, because sort of the problem you have with sandbox games sometimes is running into that feeling of repetition, like you're doing the same thing over and over again. And I feel like you have so much potential here. So yes, I understand some things are going to be repetitive by nature, but hopefully we get more variety this time around as well.
I don't need it. Damon and I will just clear outposts. Yeah, outposts. Do you guys want some more Ubisoft insights?
Yes.
Well, you're in luck because we've got some info straight from Ubisoft with the help from our friends at PC Gamer.
Ubisoft has been pretty quiet about Rainbow Six Extraction since it was announced back in 2019, so I'm definitely curious what it's like to finally get to open up about the game and show off some gameplay recently.
We're super excited as a team to finally reveal our game. We want the people to put their hands on it as soon as possible. So yeah, we're excited.
Yeah, and I also want to speak to the inception of Rainbow Six Extraction, what it was like to build a new team to expand on that concept into a full-blown game.
We were lucky enough to be able to put up a completely new team, completely different from the Siege team, with talents from pretty much all the brands that we did it at Ubisoft Montreal, so Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, For Honor, Watch Dogs, and also people from Rainbow Six Siege, and also people who worked on the very first Rainbow Six game, so Vegas and Vegas 2.
And I think a lot of people going into E3 are going to be curious just what an average mission, like an average hour of Rainbow Six Extraction looks like. So can you walk us through the basic gameplay loop?
First of all, it's a three-player co-op, so squad-based. It's a tactical game because it's a Rainbow Six game. It's a first-person shooter. And so you're doing what we call incursions. So as operators, Rainbow Six operators, you enter containment zones, which are mysterious and which regenerate every time. And you have to extract, which is why the game is called Extraction. You risk it all every time you go in this zone, so you must get out, but with the information that you're looking for.
I think I saw in a recent demo also that you'll be able to choose when to extract mid-mission if you're not doing so well.
Actually, you can extract at 3 different places in an incursion map. Each map is divided in 3 submaps, and it's really up to the players to decide if they want to go further.
I'm curious what it was like transitioning gadgets that are in Rainbow Six Siege into extraction, to a PvE environment, and how the team decided, which operators come over. Siege has a roster of over 50 characters now, and I saw 9 in the game so far. So I'm curious how you guys decide what makes the cut.
There were different layers in order to select them. The first one is, obviously, we selected the ones that were the most fit, at least at the base, for a PvE game.
Ничего особо интересного тут нет на самом
being
деле.
able to play alone. As I said, you can play this game alone with a friend or with 2 friends. So the most fit for this job. And then we obviously reworked them to make sure that we push them to their full potential within our game genre and within our fantasy, while keeping them highly tactical.
A good example I noticed was Vigil, who in Siege can become invisible on cameras. In Extraction, he becomes invisible to enemies, essentially, for a limited time.
That's a very good example of the adaptation that we made, and it's the case for all the ops.
I doubt you can say much about it, but I did also want to ask about Extraction's narrative. How much of a campaign is there that players will recognize, or what type of story is being told in the game?
Extraction starts 3 years after the events of New Mexico, where the parasite was seemingly contained by the Rainbow Six by then. But immediately after the events, they created the React organization. And out of nowhere, with no reason, the parasite emerged again on 4 different sites in the US. So React had to become really active and intervene in those 4 different zones, 4 different areas in the US, where they sent the Rainbow Six React operators.
Is Extraction a live service game as much as Siege is? Will it be receiving seasonal updates, more missions, that kind of thing on a pretty regular basis?
Да, конечно, мы дадим тебе season updates. Just подпишись.
Yes, there's a post-launch plan.
Да.
All right.
Absolutely.
How's that? And I know Ubisoft is also recently committed to having crossplay in as many games as possible.
Как они нашли человека, которому не насрать на игры Ubisoft?
It's been confirmed yet whether Extraction will have crossplay and.
Ну видимо вот это и будет Developer Direct.
I cannot answer for now, but I'll be very happy to answer later.
Не. Чё-то грусть. А в полночь будет Gearbox Entertainment и все. DM. Но самое интересное, походу, будет завтра. Будет Xbox беседка, Скворечник. 24 Entertainment, вообще не знаю, кто такие. В понедельник будет Warner и PC Gaming Show, Future Gaming. Verizon будет свои подписки. А, это в ночь с воскресенья на понедельник будет. А в понедельник будет, да, Verizon, Television, Take-Two, Ethical Games, Indie Showcase. Ничего интересного. 15-го, то есть ночью Capcom Ruzer Nintendo Direct, а Nintendo Direct днем будет во вторник. Не, это я выключил. Чтобы они не сильно сбивали. Ну такое, короче. Чё, а вот даже покекать нечего, да, настолько все уныло, что прям до свидания. Ну чё, блин, ждать этих гирбоксов. Еще 25 минут. Здорово, Николай.
Since we've had like some really good multiplayer, let's go shoot up some zombies, some aliens, some whatever is running towards us screaming.
Кажется, я знаю, что надо запустить. Бла-бла-бла, same thing. Короче, сейчас. Я не думаю, что здесь будет что-то интересное. Они здесь будут просто пиздеть. Так что пойду я, пожалуй, каточку в картонке. А чё бы и не, так сказать. Да? Под рыбу-то. Самое оно. Мне что-то подсказывает, что самое интересное будет на Nintendo Direct. На удивление. Хотя оттуда я вообще ничего не жду. Психованную девочку с борды. Да, еще что-то там был. Там какая-то фигня была про викингов у них в Твиттере. Я гуглил расписание во время очередной очень интересной презентации Ubisoft. Вот, что-то новое должны показать. Вроде на фоне запускать. Ну так я и хочу. Не на фоне, а прям вот. Ну ты понял. Прям поверх даже запущу. Течет, не зная преград. Bottlenet. Switch Pro с нормальными джойконами. О, нет, фантастика. Кстати, надо не нормальные джойконы, а нормальный экран, но его точно не будет. Я в этом прям на 99,9 уверен. О, это что такое? Это врыв из прошлого? Подожди. Херовый звук, херовое видео. Кайф. Вири Вульф, Визин. Понял. А чё она вылезла за рамки? Ужас. Нет, Switch с хорошим экраном было бы, конечно, неплохо, но я уверен, что мы его не дождемся. Скорее всего, Switch с нормальным экраном запилят какие-нибудь сторонние моддеры. Я в этом более чем уверен, что они сделают это раньше Nintendo. Так, сейчас, если, наверное, налево там поставлю, мало ли. Что-то промелькнет. Ебать, она орет. Все, бан. Так, не-не-не, сек. Сейчас свищем квестики чисто по фану. Маны нет. Это можно перепикать. Два из этих. 30 карт. Ну давай это перепикнем. В любом режиме. Отлично. Давай вот это. Пихуй пойдет. Один хрен мне никакие ресурсы здесь не нужны. Поля поражений. Чат, вот кому нахер интересно вот эти всякие фильмы, сериалы от Ubisoft? Или я что-то не понимаю, или да? Я, конечно, понимаю, что типа диверсификация ресурсов, там вся фигня. Но может как-то это околоигровые какие-то штуки делать, нет? Зачем какие-то сериалы? Учитывая, насколько сейчас много этого всякого говна. Ну это лакир, наверное. Мурлоки, лемы, пираты. Зверей нету, да? И еще что-то нет. Так, ну это... Да не, лакир, чё? Рыба. Свиней нет, бестов нет, драконов нет. Но мурлоки, получается, топовая стратегия будет, да? Так. Эти 3 года назад запускать сейчас поздновато, не? А если ты про Switch? Ну слушай, учитывая продажи, как бы и так схавают, и как бы хавают, вот. А по поводу сериалов, я не знаю. Мне кажется, что даже 3 года назад уже было поздно. Ну, я, честно говоря, не понимаю, зачем они все это сделали. Ну, собственно, кто я такой? Ну да. Как говорится, Ubisoft виднее. Сука, они до сих пор клепают дополнение для Фонора. Для 2,5 average игроков. Мне интересно, а он как там на самоокупаемости хотя бы или нет? Они его как имиджевый проект держат. Прям очень интересно. Не поверите. Ну, рили. А ведь у него прям был неплохой потенциал, но просто кто-то зажал сделать нормальные серваки. Диванный хвост, так что можем говорить о чем угодно. Соглы. Но релика последний раз Ubisoft делал что-то охуеть какое интересное, прорывное. Мне кажется, они живут на своих на подписках с какого-нибудь Just Dance, Guitar Hero или Rock Band. Что они там делали? Или Guitar Hero это не они делали? Я не помню. Я вот даже не знаю, кто его делал. Типа знаю, что он мега выстрелил и все, а кто делал, хуй его знает. Но в любом случае сейчас уже он нахуй никому не нужен. Так же, как и Rocksmith. Так. Можно взять, кстати, вот это. И потом заморозить, взять Нзота и кружку. Sounds like a plan? Sounds like a plan. Бля, мне ж продать надо, я забыл. Не знаю преград. Занимаются маги воды.
На прошлой неделе они забрали весь мой улов. Сказали, что он пойдет на благое дело. Иногда им не хватает еды. А, это снова ты.
Ты рыбак? Он рыбак.
Райдер Watch Dogs. Кек. Ну, кстати, можно взять раз-два. Жандис с кучей мурлоков. И потом взять кружку апнуться. Ну, это вроде сильно, типа экономика, вся фигня. Жалко, конечно, давать бабл на 2-2, но, в принципе, не такой большой выбор. Я не скажу, что прям трейлер даже был крутой. Не знаю. Что-то Е3 какой-то совсем пресный стал. Не хватает каких-нибудь прям этих охуенных разработчиков, которые не каждый год выпускают свое ежегодное говно, грубо говоря, а делают что-то моментальное, типа как Близы. Ничего прям такого нет. Дико интересного. Что прям смотришь и охуеть, хочу попробовать. Оу май. Можно, кстати, и то, и другое взять, но что-то не хочу пиратку менять на кружку. Кружка 5-5 суммарно. Фиг знает.
Пойду-ка я в кабак. Рыба. Ты рыбак? Он рыбак. Рыба. Итак, я чувствую, как энергия течет, не зная преград.
Что-то, походу, вся надежда на этом E3 будет на Nintendo и на эти, на инди. Так, а что-то там, наверное, все загораживаю, да, надо себя поменьше сделать, но мне лень, сорян. Делают веселые презентации. Да, презентация у них охуенная, я согласен. Да ну куда ты ходишь? Если бы он направо пошел, я бы выиграл. Демона нет. Вот, был бы демон, я бы взял, конечно. Кружку брать не хочется, хочется что-то повеселее взять. А вот и демон, и баф на демона пришел к 100 на пирата. Демона я возьму. Хорошо. 4-4 что ли взять? У меня еще ролл есть, даже 2 ролла есть. Кружка ок, 4-4. Не. Ральнуть что ли? Кстати, сенсей можно взять. Взять сенсей? Мне кажется, надо взять сенсея. Ранний сенсей это хорошо. Весь мой улов. Зотиков бы выкинуть, потому что они не очень коррелируют с моей билкой. Ну и плюс зверей нету, я никак не смогу их подразогнать. За что ты смотришь? Там в 11:30 уже. Не, вот то, что в 11:30, это вот они бесполезную фигню с этими, с разработчиками болтают. А я буду смотреть то, что в полночь там будет следующее. Ядрить тут уже нормально, да, на пиратов качает? Это Синдрагос вообще или что это? Откуда у него столько пиратов? Мне будет это говно убить, тройку, да? Не убью. Печаль. Откуда у него столько статов? 3 пиратки он нашел, которые бафуют. Нихера ты охренел. Причем это в одном ходу было. Ну, кста, мне кажется, надо апать. Брать его. Можно, кстати, ральнуть, а можно взять 2-2. Мне кажется, надо ральнуть. Сейчас мы узнаем, ошибусь я или нет. Кстати, яд можно повесить, это будет не так хреново, правда. Тут точно надо вот так делать. Как ты догадался? Может, кстати, затаунтить на зотиков?
Неудивительно, что они забирают мою рыбу. Иногда им не хватает еды. Это снова ты.
Яд это не так сильно, мне кажется, сейчас. Шит Аргуса. 6-5. Horrible E3 сразу удалено модератором. Сук. Хераси. Бран. Ты охренел, родной? В Т5 уже вышел? Как? Смотрите, у него вот этот стол, и он уже в Т5. Он вообще нормальный, нет? Можно рыцаря убить, пожалуйста? Сюда. Сюда. Ну, почти ничья наколдовал. Но он уже в Т5, он, по-моему, совсем охренел. 2 триплета, Бран и рыцарь. Позвони маме срочно. Кружка, заебись, беру. Вот это, кстати, тоже можно взять. Мурлка не хочу выкидывать. Да, пиху, давай вот это возьмем. Модуль зашибись, все зашибись. Выбор опытного командира. Модуль я сюда, походу, вешаю, да? Обмазываюсь таунтами, живу. Как-то. Может быть. Наверное. Плохой баф. Not bad, кста. Не знаю, преград. Блин, Джордж. Ну, там все в баблах, наверное, уже. Ладно, оставлю так. Но лучше, конечно, мелочь отдать, чтобы мелочь позбивала. Но хочется еще и баф сюда. Не знаю, наверное, будет ошибкой. Пробуем атаку покачать немножко. Просто какой-то смотритель дикий. 2 триплета, Бран, рыцарь. Слуба, дядь. Не, нормально. Вот это я понимаю стол, да, примерно моего уровня. И вот сравнить со смотрителем. Просто говна покушал, так сказать. Давай туда же. Угу. Сейчас атаку прокачаем. А чё он зота не это? Не то, чтобы не надо его качать. Тупо игнорит его, смотри. Блин, ну вот этот плохой был релиз бабла. Сука, я еще проиграю. Могу, почти. Он прям самую минималку получил. Раскопка. Вот это говно или триплетнуть, или выкинуть. Блин, а Синдрагоса. Что там сильная была? Су триплеты, чат. Вот это уже лучше, кстати. Хотя бы статы какие-то. Но в целом ничего хорошего.
Интересно, как ты догадался? Именно так. Хорошо. Неудивительно, что они забирают мою рыбу. Иногда им не хватает еды. Это снова ты. Рыба.
Еще 7 минуточек. Ну как раз успею пососать на топ-8. Лучшие бойцы. Даже чайки орут с лучших бойцов. У меня по факту 2 юнита на столе. Сейчас я Синдрагу развалю. О, это идеальный вообще размен. Направо. Блин, хотя... Ну да. Ладно, я думаю, бывает что-нибудь жирное бахнет. Ну, сойдет, ладно. У меня получается это втанкует двоих, и этого мы заберем. Идеально. Ну, что-то мало по лицу стучу. Надо что-то находить уже барана. Барана рыцаря. О, -2. Оу, май. Ты что, пираты? Получается. Да, блин, дай триплет какой-нибудь. Понимаю. Блин, да я не хочу это брать. Ну, собака. Это издевательство форменное. Илема нормального нашел, но хрен ли мне с него толку. Ну, это примерно все шил на мыло будет к 100. Наверное, с ним пора прощаться. И с Мурлоком, наверное, пора прощаться. С этим, в принципе, тоже, но как бы я могу еще их поапать.
Он был рыбаком, но, на мой взгляд, он слишком зазнался. Интересно, как ты догадался? Именно так. Хорошо. Неудивительно, что они забирают мою рыбу. Иногда им не хватает еды. Это снова ты. Рыба. Ты рыбак. Он рыбак.
Не знает. Какую-то хуйню сделал. Неудивительно. Вот эти штуки мне нужны были. И Аргус. Плохо, что он сейчас полностью баблу еще обновит. Собака сутулая. Блин, ровно 8. Налево. Собака. Ну хорошо, что ехать баблом примут большую атаку. Дважды обновил. Я дважды ударил туда. Обратно. $13 еще. Ну, сойдет. Хреново. Он что, рыбу продал? Да, рыбу продал. Прикол. Дайте ультуна какого-нибудь. Вылезет кто-нибудь? Спасибо. Ультуна? Отлично. Ну а что, в Т6? Я не знаю. Что делать-то? Кста, шалопайка. Мне бы этих... Кстати, могу им проиграть. потому что его этот выкинул. Не знаю, что брать, вообще все плохо. Давай возьму, ладно, поверю. Ну что, Элизу и как-то камбэкаем. Ага, хуй. Ну, Рагна получается. И в итоге вот это мне нахер не надо. Не знаю преград.
Он был рыбаком, но, на мой взгляд, он слишком зазнался.
Угу, то, что надо.
Неудивительно, что они забирают мою рыбу. Иногда им не хватает еды.
Сори, пираты. Ну, хоть что-то. Ну, что-то, мне кажется, это меня уже не спасет. О, вот челик нашел сетап. Посмотрите. Рыцарь, Жирнич и Лиза. И все равно вылетел. Что-то мне кажется, что я вот прям после него вылечу. Но, возможно, вылетит кто-нибудь, Синдрагос или Джандис. Или Рыба. Рыба, кстати, тоже не очень сильный. Ага, понял. Понял. Попробую Бран найти. Все говно. Бля, 7-4 надо было взять. 3-3 взять. Тоже херня. Не думаю, что это меня спасет. Таунт взять. Мне нравится вход твоих мыслей. Уже не буду брать, нет смысла. Кому глоточек. Мурлоки 5. Страшно, врубай. Нами. Понимаю. Только не сюда. Сойдет, спьем. Наверное, мне кажется, эта штука будет лучше. И я ее продам без сожалений, на самом деле. Говно тоже не нужно. Ну что, чат, пресс-эф. Ну, Брана нет, ничего нет, один на Рагнарос. Я слишком медленно буду статы качать. Ну, как раз, кстати, 23:59. Сейчас вылечу. И можно будет возвращаться к мега интересному Е3. Сейчас Петр Павлович покажет. О, видите, нормально. Нашел. Не то, что я. Пока неплохой удар. А у меня хороший удар. 2 хороших удара. Плохой удар. Плохой удар. Не убил, мне надо было куда-то бахнуться. Плохой удар. Убью, нет? Убью. Ядрить, я еще и выиграл. О, суть! Ну что, топ-3? Ага, понял. Рыба? Ага, понял. Брана плес. И будет триплет. Можно, кстати, им, наверное, закрыться, но я лучше Брану поищу. Понимаю. Так, кто-то у нас уходит, и, по-моему, это вот этот гражданин. Дайте Брана плес, очень надо. Ну, очень надо Брана. Ага, хуй, понимаю. Кстати, ее можно взять, но у нее там море этих. Ну, самое лучшее, что здесь можно взять, это яйцо, к сожалению. Так даже, наверное, не знаю. Там клива не было. Там будут вот эти жирные существа миллион на миллион. Блин, гулю бы найти, но гулю не нашел. Клифф пришел, понимаю. Плохо. Хорошо, кстати. Налево? Ладно, сойдет. Бабл давай. Хорош. Что-то выглядит как победошная. Размен прям найс. Может, я его убью? Ну, кстати, началось. Я что-то не проигрываю. На коляске в топ-3 пришел. Да, гирбокс. Показывают настолки какие-то. Так, ну... Оп. Будете смотреть что-то нормальное, а я пока сюда. Кстати, я в топ-2 вылез, чат. Как вам такое? Гулю проебал. Сук. Я думаю, что он меня переедет. Бран не нашел, ничего не нашел, на коляске вылез в топ-3, топ-2.
Пойду-ка я в кабак, рыба. Ты рыбак? Он рыбак, рыба. Итак, я чувствую, как энергия течет, не зная. Именно так. Он был рыбаком, но, на мой взгляд, рыба. Он слишком зазнался. Интересно, как...
Так, давай послушаем. And you deserve a treat. Are you ready? Уц, уц, уц. Ну да. Ебать тут статы, конечно. 40-72. Яды. Да хуя ядов. Вообще никак не выигрывается. Чтобы вы понимали. Как бы топ-2 на этом говне это... 6-5. Я умер. Ровно к 100. До свидания. Да-да-да. О май. Какой видео продакшн? Господи, что с рукой?
This is E3. These are our gamers, and you've got Edgar.
I know we have someone. He doesn't exist in the game, but he exists in the movie and in real life. It's Edgar Ramirez.
Well, Edgar Ramirez's character Atlas exists hypothetically in the game. We've never met him before in the game or in real life. We're meeting Atlas for the first time in this movie story. I'm so stoked that you're doing this.
Thank you, man. I'm very happy.
This is going to be a blast.
Congratulations.
Oh, thanks. You know, look, I feel like we're just getting started. The whole point is to entertain people, and this movie that Eli's making, it's. I mean,
прям очень плохо снято. Такой пересвет дикий, вообще ничего не видно, темно. Снимают против света. Зачем?
How to twirl a Vlad off.
You know what? I think we should. Let me show this.
Yeah, we can show that.
This is.
Well, this is the stunt one.
This is video game fans will recognize this as the Infinity. It's a Vlad off Infinity.
Peep.
And you've gotten pretty good at twirling.
Well, they have ones that actually, you know, this one is light, so I could really learn to twirl because I don't want to smash a real one.
Good at that.
But Kate's amazing. Kate's like, she can side twirl, she can double twirl.
That's right.
You know, she can do the front twirl.
Isn't it unbelievable how she's brought Lilith to life?
It's
I can't
crazy.
wait for you to see. Like, well, Kate is a god.
I saw, you know, everyone thinks of Kate from Blue Jasmine or Carol, all the things she's done. And House of the Clock on the Walls, I saw how unbelievably funny she was, and I noticed. That she brought out the great dramatic acting in Jack Black, and Jack brought out the great comedy in Kate. She was so into it. She wants to really, understand it from the inside out. Like, what are the powers? Where do they come
It's
from?
wild to watch her walk like Lilith. That blew my mind. She's totally done it.
We want to make a real great science fiction movie. We don't want to just make a great video game adaptation movie.
Right.
I just want it to be a great.
Well, that's the key, right?
Great you just have to make a great sci-fi movie. Period.
And it's really come to life. So for Borderlands fans who play the video game, if you have people in your lives that you want to introduce to Borderlands but aren't going to play the game with you, this movie's how you do it. You can bring your family, your loved ones, bring them to the movie.
We want this
and introduce them to Borderlands. They're going to love it.
We want this to be like a gateway drug for the non-Borderlands fans. I mean, look, the great thing about the game is there's so much to it that you're telling 80 hours of story every time. I mean, people.
Блин, как же Cell Shading плохо
So we have to
смотрится.
create a different experience. Yes. The experience has to be thrilling in a different way and exciting. Have all the things that the fans love. Easily the best cast I've ever worked with, but like just a world-class cast of actors that all came in just to come in and play, and everyone is so into their characters. Like we see way Florian's playing Creed.
Florian is killing it.
Ariana is Tiny Tina. Kevin is Roland. I mean, Kevin is a man on a mission.
I can't believe
he's
watching
playing like
Kevin
a full action star.
go full action star. I think he's really going to surprise people. I think Kevin's over there actually, and I know Lisa is trying. Lisa, our
trying to
first
get a
AD.
shot. Go get him.
You go to work. All right, come with me, guys. Come with me. I'm going to see if I can find Ari and.
Да, наконец-то не против солнца, аллилуйя.
The odds are legendary.
Снимается пупка вообще, что так низко-то?
Guys,
Все
this
трясется,
is
пипец.
Emmy and Ari from Arad Productions. Ari Arad has made a whole bunch of awesome movies. You're probably familiar with the Arads from Marvel, right? Because Avi Arad was the founder and the CEO of Marvel Studios, and they created a movie called Spider-Man, and then Iron Man. I believe you're the executive producer.
Yeah, I worked on that one.
You worked on, and then the X-Men, and then the Avengers, and I think it's gone from there. These are the most successful movies of all time.
Movies of all time, да.
And the pitch you gave me was, hey, that was cool. We figured it out with comic books. We think that video games are the next frontier of this, and we think Borderlands is the perfect video game. And how was I to you?
You made us work for it. You were right.
Well, you have to understand all the time, and it's a different world. Like what different skill set than what you. And I didn't going to partner with somebody on the film side that cared about our universe, cared about the character and the worlds that we create. Not just, a lot of these guys will collect options and just throw it at studios. And I probably.
Oh yeah.
We called it dating for 2 years.
We were dating for years. We did a deal.
Какая-то шутка залагала. Бывает.
You know what? We're here and we're psyched. Feels like.
I can't believe it.
And we're really proud of where we're at.
We're more than halfway done. We're about 2/3 of the way done. Oh, look at this.
Funny shot.
Oh yeah?
With the trash.
I was told that we can't.
I don't think we can give it away. We should get it.
Oh, so
Блин, может ты как-нибудь это?
This is
Вот так не будешь лагать.
By playing Borderlands 3,
Okay.
you can contribute to real-world scientific research that helps real people. You'll be directly helping our scientists organize and compare this doo-doo.
I'm the conductor of the poop train!
With Borderlands Science, you too can be the conductor of the poop train. And while you'll reap in-game rewards when you play, the real reward is knowing that you're making the world a better place. We're not even charging tuition for this.
Homeworld Remastered Collection.
The Homeworld game started in the mid-90s. It would be the first ever truly 3D RTS.
Truly 3D RTS. in all directions. Oh my. Кому это нахер надо? Кому вообще нужны РТС-ки? Новые РТС-ки в 21 году. 21 год, Карл. Какие РТС? Now in production. Prepare Uranus.
Fate. It soars on the wind. It rises from the grave. It stalks the ocean floor.
Какая-то... Пока что показывают только всратую фауну. Блин, этот кривозубый дракон сдох бы от голода на самом деле. Ванда Сайкс. Инди Сэмберг. Кто все эти люди? Уилларн. Его величество. Жопный носорог. Единорог. Да? Wonderlands.
Quick question. We're not talking about yet, right?
Золотой микрофон, понял.
My favorite. Hi, I'm Kayla Belmore, and I'm senior producer on Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. So what's really unique about Wonderlands is it's a looter shooter, which is, you know, pretty classic for Gearbox software, but for the first time ever, we're setting it in a brand new fantasy environment.
Brand new fantasy environment.
By some of the content we've made before with Assault on Dragon's Keep, a fan favorite. It's a completely standalone plot, new set of characters with some nods to the past, but if you've never played a Borderlands game before, you can absolutely jump right in and enjoy it just as much. So we're absolutely excited to talk about all of our new enemy types. So that is one of our Wyvern enemies. You will absolutely be fighting them. They're not your average Wyvern. So of course we've got goblins. You definitely can't have a fantasy game without goblins, but again, we like to make them our own. Thank you so much, everybody. I hope that you are as stoked as we are about Tiny Tina's Wonderlands. Follow us on our social channels to find out the latest and greatest news. Enjoy the rest of the show.
This franchise has been around for so long. Here we are years later, and we keep looking at like, well, Homeworld 3, this has to happen.
The giants have come to Midgard, and you have been chosen by the gods to protect this realm. But your first task is to find some new clothes that aren't as drafty. Your tribe's journey starts in the wilderness. Hunt down pets, gather rare resources, and explore the untamed world. Once you've plundered all you can carry, return to your village and use those resources to forge Viking-worthy gear. You must protect the seed of Yggdrasil at all costs, or this world and everything in it will be destroyed forever. So take heed. Ahead things rise when the sun sets. Destroy these dark spirits before they destroy the seed. Each victorious knight makes way for a new day, to venture into new lands, live to greater heights, and face fiercer creatures. And with great risk comes great rewards. But be careful, you're of little use to Midgard squashed by a troll.
Ой, анимация тролля была прям хрень полная.
And grow the strength of your tribe, because those giants are on their way.
Какое оно всратое. Да просто ничего интересного не показывают, даже покекать не с чего. Всратая анимации, 0 детализации, но вот это шаболда волосатая пока что самое детализированное из всего, что показывали. Troops of Midgard. Не совсем понятно, что это по сути будет. Похоже на какой-то ПВЕ. Available июль 27.
My name is Juan Maroda. I'm the creative director at Northfell. We're just under 2 months away from finally launching our upcoming 10-player co-op action RPG, Tribes of Midgard, and deliver it to you on July 27th on PS5, PS4.
PS5. Вот это вы видите, как оно выглядит? Enjoy at your PS5, you know. Oh.
Every time you start a new run, you would want to go out and explore this new world, gather some resources, fight enemies, and return to your village in order to craft better equipment and tools to help you survive.
Ну, в целом, если бы оно выглядело не так странно, то был бы ок. Да, каждую ночь создания из ада будут вас атаковать. Но оно, по идее, это вроде не так плохо, но как-то выглядит прям совсем сратенько. Потому что самое печальное, это самое интересное, что сегодня было на E3. Specificities, да. Level up, more skills.
But those nightly creatures aren't even your biggest threat. You must get ready and prepare for your biggest challenge, and I mean biggest
challenge, да.
Every couple of days, a giant will emerge and walk.
Гиганты. Every couple of weeks.
You must stop it and take it down, whatever the cost. Otherwise, it's game over. You can of course play Tribes of Midgard.
Пацаны открыли для себя ММО корейские.
We highly recommend that you bring along 9 friends to thrive together.
Разлива нулевых годов.
We cannot wait to share more information about this ever-growing epic saga in the weeks to come.
Epic saga.
In the meantime, you can already pre-order the game right now to earn exclusive items and be among the first to defend Midgard against Ragnarok.
Предзаказ. Купи. Странно, что на боксе нет, кстати. Steam, плойка, бокс нет. Очень странно.
At Gearbox University, it's not all textbooks and calculators. Sometimes we like to kick back and have a little fun. A good sense of humor is of vital importance if you want to succeed in these halls. Here's a list of sensible wisecracks you might hear when you're exploring our campus. Why did the tribe of Midgard cross the road? To get to the Thor side. Knock knock. Who is there? The commando. The commando who? I don't know. What are you asking me for? Welcome to the home world diner. Our special today is the dessert of Carrick. Help! I've got fallen and I can't get up. Claptrap, Tiny Tina, and Bad Moxie walk into a bar.
С пылом потянет, так сказать.
So why would she be walking in? She'd already be there. And is Tiny Tina old enough to drink? Maybe it doesn't matter in space. Also, what's the punchline? And how is Claptrap walking in? I want to say he counts as a unicycle. Okay, we'll work on this before we submit to E3. Gearbox University. Our comedy school is a 2-year degree.
Прикиньте, как грустно людям, которые каким-то чудом купили себе 3080. И выходит вот такой вот. Бля. Что мне с ней делать? Майнить, что ли? Пиу-пиу-пиу. А, Дусти, что ли? Не Дусти. Free PS5 upgrade include. А, это было. Да, видели уже. Пестрые цветастые говны. И снова всратый дизайн. Азиатчиной воняет прям. Собери 40 лута, ёб твою мать. 50. Что там? Не успел даже прочитать. Бронелипчики. О май. Ну все, бегу собирать. Интересно, просто охуеть. Вся тьма. Весь свет. Всякие ёбы трясутся. Как же похуй.
Greetings, everyone. My name is Dick Hayne, and I'm the senior technical producer at Counterplay Games. First and foremost,
Динамический микрофон, и он говорит за километр от него. Звучит логично.
Thank you for being part of Godfall's journey up until this point. It's crazy to think that Godfall just launched in November of last year. Our developers have been hard at work ever since. In fact, this past February, we launched the massive Primal update, which included new content such as additional rooms in Tower of Trials, Primal gear, Ascension levels, and much, much more. But I'm excited to announce today that on August 10th, we will be launching Godfall on the PlayStation 4. Not only that, but owning Godfall.
Блин, зачем столько всяких элементов добавлять? Это же просто не воспринимается никак. Я вот смотрю какую-нибудь сцену, которая вот не пререндер, а именно геймплей. Закрываю глаза и вообще ничего не могу вспомнить. Separate Purchase Required. О, май, слы, дополнение купи. So much more. Trophies, Cosmetics и so much more. Интересно, просто охуеть.
The main component of the Lightbringer update is a new endgame loop, which we're calling Lightbringer. In Lightbringer, players will fight off the darkness that threatens Aperion and be rewarded with a new loot type, Cursed Loot. Cursed Loot will challenge the player to complete particular objectives in order to lift the curse and awaken them.
Купи.
Basically, if you thought Primal gear was tough, you ain't seen nothing yet. And then, of course, we want to make fashion the forefront of Godfall, so we have added a huge library of cosmetics to both the Lightbringer update and the expansion alike, all of which can be unlocked by simply completing objectives in the game. Thank you so much for your time today. It is an honor to be speaking here, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your E3.
There's a really unique tone and vibe and feel to Homeworld that hasn't been.
Блин, почему они постоянно перескакивают с проекта на проект? Опять Homeworld показывает. Это мы уже видели. Ну да. 3D RTS, да. Next Homeworld. И чё? Now in production. Уже раз 5, наверное, видели.
We're glad you've chosen Gearbox University for your higher education endeavors. As you engage in your academic pursuits, don't forget to try out our extracurricular activities. Show off your Shutterbug talents in the photography club. Make lasting connections in our chapter houses. Or if you're a boring person, you can always try out for the debate team. We also have sporting events, but try not to party too hard at the homecoming game, or you'll end up looking like this. Be sure to follow us on social media, where you'll occasionally find free ship codes as well as news and announcements about our latest scholastic offerings. Gearbox University, we can shape your future, because thinking for yourself is hard. Now, go buy all our games.
Go buy our games, ага. Уже бегу.
I hope you guys had an awesome presentation from all the Gearbox games in development and Gearbox publishing products coming. Listen, I'm standing outside Kevin Hart's trailer door. I'm just gonna. You guys want to meet him? I think he wants to meet you guys. Let's see if he opens.
Вы кто такие? Я вас не звал.
Hey Kevin, you got a minute?
Иди нахуй.
Borderlands fans, meet Kevin
Опс,
Hart.
такая незаметная склейка.
Pretty pumped up right now to meet you guys.
Randy, you should tell him actually how big I am in person. It's a great opportunity.
I'm 6'3", and
yeah, they can get a good grasp of how much height I put on for this role right now.
Dude, you are freaking awesome. Like, you don't understand. Like, you're a freaking action hero.
Thank you, man.
This is amazing watching you work.
You know
you're
what?
blowing my mind.
I'm going to say I'll one-up you. I'll say it's amazing for me to have the opportunity to portray the character of Roland, of course, who you're very familiar with, because this is your creation. I think the biggest and best thing is the surprise that you guys are going to be in for. Because you got no idea what I'm doing or how I'm doing or why I'm doing it. You got no idea the level that I came in at. You got no idea how much preparation I decided to put into this particular character in this role. You got no idea. You got no idea. You don't even know what's under this jacket.
OMG! It's metal!
You got no idea. My job is to come in, not only be prepared, but to shock. And I think right now this is what we're doing.
We are doing it. I've seen some pretty, like,
it's intense.
It's no one's ever seen you like this before.
No, I can honestly say, man, Eli is doing such a phenomenal job. He's doing directing.
It's also fun to work with.
Ну что самое забавное, кстати,
Everyone's working their ass off.
Absolutely. You got an amazing cast.
единственное, что по телегам распространилось с этого E3, это трейлер нового Аватара. Все. Вот его еще распространяют по телегам. Ничего другого с E3 пока нет. Что символично, так сказать.
Shouts out to the world of Pandora knowers. Okay, you guys that know and love this world, I promise you, you're going to be in complete awe when you see how real we have made it become. From a place of visual, you know, you're going to believe that you're in this place with us. So,
wow, you're making me cry, man.
It's dope,
My eyes are welling up.
No,
hey, thank you, man. Hey, I appreciate you taking a minute to introduce yourself to our fans.
No problem. I'm going back in here in the weight room.
I'll see you later.
I got a weight room in here. Just Roland lifts weights in between takes. You'll know why later. Take it easy, man.
Take it easy, Kevin. Thanks, man. Holy crap, you guys. I can't wait for you to see this movie. It won't be long, but we still got a lot of work to do. We're a little bit more than halfway done with production. And but you know what? Back at home at Gearbox, all the great people that created this universe that I'm here representing on behalf of all the talent at Gearbox, we're hard at work making new stuff. So check this out, and I'll see you guys soon. Cheers, everybody.
Это все, да? Ну, это, походу, бан на ютубе, да? Подъехал под конец трансляции. А во что играть в этом году? Слы? Е3. Во что? Где игры? Куда делись? Все игори. Ну, хз, может быть. Ubisoft Forward и Devolver Digital. Это The Game Awards, это когда был-то? Блин, а где дата? Что-то на ютубе не вижу. А, это сейчас типа идет. Было. Понял. А, ну параллельно, что ли, шло, получается? Ну, примерно то же самое, я смотрю. Ну, тут Ubisoft'ская презентация, то, что мы видели. Ладно, пихуй. Не суть важно. А, ну и да, все. На этом, пожалуй, ГГВП. Да, я видел. Но я так поклацал примерно, и что-то не вижу ничего особо интересного, что прям стоило бы посмотреть. Медиа, классный первый день. Шо, где? Чё по играм? Шо с лицом? Да, и здесь тоже, кстати, 5 релизов. Borderlands Movie, Homeworld 3, Tribes of Midgard, Godfall и Tiny Tina Wonderland. Это единственное, что запомнилось в Твичу. Какой-то яркий персонаж, плюс-минус. Ну, что-то как печально все выглядит, кстати. Прям вообще. Да, вот, кстати, идея с кабаком была бы неплохая. Так у нас тут нет каппа. Ну что, ладно, чат. Буду надеяться, что завтра будет что-то поинтереснее, но сегодня что-то какая-то совсем шляпа. Вообще ждать нечего. Бла-бла-бла, Death бла-бла-бла, Demon Throttle, понял. Сейчас, может, фоном посмотрю, но что-то знакомых названий нет. Shadow Warrior — это что-то, что раздавали бесплатно относительно давно. Вот, вторую, по-моему, часть или первую часть, я уже не помню, я даже не поиграл в это до сих пор. Это единственное, что я знаю. Вот, остальное ничего не знаю. Все. Ну, походу, будем играть в древнее говно. Вот. И что там ждать? God of War 22-м, да? Ну что, чат, пойду отдыхаться тогда. Всех обнял. Играйте в хорошие игры, если они все-таки соизволят выйти в этом году. Вот, и увидимся завтра, то есть сегодня. Счастливо.